Welcome to All Things YouTube.
Hello Internet, I'm Matt Haas. This video is a little bit more about me. My content is how to be successful on YouTube. Well, it's really how to grow an audience on YouTube. And to do that, you need to make searchable videos people actually watch. But getting to know a little bit more about myself, I think that really helps. And there's some really interesting things I've done. So here goes. Well, I am a geek. I'm a geek through and through. Geek is not a bad term in my household. It's a term of endearment. I am passionate about how things work. I have been in technology my entire career. Also an artist. I have a design degree. And I started out doing textbook illustrations, and they promoted me up to management, and I found myself doing all these boring tasks. So I've databased everything. That turned into web development. Now I'm a web developer. I also know a lot about server architecture. Here's the deal. When you go to YouTube, you're not logging into one server. It's a whole bunch of servers, each doing one little task of the service that is YouTube. I understand how all of this is architected, both at the server level, hardware level, and more importantly, the software level, what it takes to actually build a system like that. That gets the questions going. What is YouTube looking for? I know those answers to the best that I can answer them, because YouTube keeps a lot of things hidden, but a lot of people poke and prod and A/B test, and that's me. So I just have an insatiable curiosity for how systems like YouTube work. I am a former W3C contributor. That's the World Wide Web Consortium. You know, they make something you might have heard of, HTML. And HTML5 and CSS and all of the good tech. The project I was on is the Epub file format. That is the digital book file format. Yes, there are hundreds of people across the globe banging away at those specifications to make that work. You don't think about that. When you type a web address into a browser and hit return and a web page loads, how those objects load and getting that to work on every browser, on every operating system, on every device, there are people that just labor over those details. And I was part of that for a while. It was so much fun. So, geek. I am a geek through and through, but I've walked the walk. I've talked the talk. I ran around with some of the smartest people in the world, from Google, from Adobe, from Apple. Yeah, and all that curiosity just extends to the YouTube platform and how to be successful on YouTube. I have several YouTube channels. I love making content, and I love teaching. I have the heart of a teacher. People said to me, or someone said to me once, I never forgot it, Matt, you're good at Geek to English translations. I'm really good at dealing with executives and explaining complex problems in plain English. Same thing with teaching. I am a former instructor for live classes. They were evening classes for adults. I taught at the college that I graduated from. I did Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, and at the time, Quark Express. That's sort of like what InDesign is now. I taught those basic, intermediate, and advanced levels. I'm a Adobe certified expert in Adobe Illustrator. Yep, I took the test and they granted me that credential. But my goal and passion is to get people having a business on YouTube. But I don't have a business. Doesn't matter. You could just inspire people or educate people or entertain or sell something. Selling something is not a bad word. You can sell stuff on the internet, but you need people. The world is full of people. Hello, ring, ring, pick up the Clue phone. People are everywhere. You can't be successful without people. And growing an audience is what it's all about. And that's my passion. That's my drive. A little bit more about me. I live in central Pennsylvania near the capital, which is Harrisburg. It's kind of close to everything, but not in it. I can get to the beach in a couple hours. I can go to Manhattan. I can go to Washington, D.C. It's sort of right in the comfort spot where there's a lot of things to do very close by. And Harrisburg has some fun things to do on its own as well. But that's where I am at. Yeah. Yep. I love tech. I love technology, and I'm just curious. I am the person that A/B tests everything. I am the person that tries to find causation, not correlation. Why does something happen the way it's happening? Tell me. Oh, I'm YouTube. I keep my secrets. Well, I'm going to try. There are things to do and things not to do. There's things to do well. There's techniques that you need. We're going to talk about that. This is about me. I'm a super passionate person. I get distracted because I taught myself how to play the piano. That's relatively recent. I'm going almost 2 years on that. Taught myself woodworking because I'm an artist. I told you I have a design degree. Well, when you create something on a website or on a computer, you turn the computer off, it's gone. Well, effectively, it's away from your view. When I create something physical, it's always there. I can touch it. I know that sounds kind of minor, but for me, that's why I like making things out of wood. I have a wood shop. It's fun. So I have multiple passions, but I want to teach people and inspire people because I've realized you don't need anyone's permission. With consumer level gear, you can reach a worldwide audience. That didn't used to be the case 10, 15 years ago. You had to go to a television station and talk to a director and get them to endorse your show, and then they'll put you in front of an audience. If you wanted to write a book, you had to go to an editor and give them your manuscript, and then they had to fund the printing of your book before it sold, and then they give you a stipend and royalties. These are all terms that mean there's a middleman. Well, you don't need to do that. You can publish your book direct. Everything, radio, you had to get licensed by the FCC because it was broadcast over this limited resource called bandwidth. And well, now you've got the internet. You don't need anyone's permission to do a radio show on the internet, AKA a podcast or what have you. You can be a self-driven business making content creation, and there's no barrier. Consumer level hardware, you can do it. The show House, do you remember the television show, The Doctor? They use the Canon 5D Mark II when it came out. That is a consumer level digital camera that had video capabilities. They used that to shoot the television. You remember television shows, they have the big $10,000 cameras or $50,000 camera. No, it's the paradigm has changed, and old media is running scared. They're running scared of the homegrown YouTuber because they know our quality is on point, and we're not only reaching the level of broadcast entertainment, we're surpassing it. This is an exciting time we live in, and I just get so passionate about it. YouTubers are buying or renting studios, hiring staff, putting out their content. They're doing it themselves. You know, I don't have any problems with people working in television and radio and movies. I know a lot of people in those industries. I love them. They're creative people. I love them. It's the industry. It's the industry and their barrier between you and the audience. That doesn't fly with me. Go direct. I want YouTube to be the premium place for education and entertainment. There's no reason it can't be. It's already, the big media is already running scared. And 75% of young people poll. There's a huge poll. 75%. 3 out of 4 kids want to be YouTubers. YouTubers. That means there is an army of 8, 9, 10, 12, 13-year-olds. They're coming for you. They're going to be content creators. And they know they can do it. They know there's no barrier between them and the audience anymore. This is an exciting time we live in. I'm so jazzed. That's who I am. I'm a passionate geek, web developer, artist that wants to teach and wants to make YouTube better. I want to make it better because I love creative people, and I want to make it better because I know that platform can win out. So in many ways, I want TV and radio and movies to be suppressed, and I want the homegrown creator making their own money, making their own vision on YouTube. And I've got the curious mind and the know-how and the background to do it. That's who I am. I'm Matt Haas. All things YouTube, baby.